don't feel like we're all set.
Nice, nice.
Knights.
We can see you and hear you just fine, so your internet's good.
No, my internet's ass. You guys are choppy as hell. This is like the Atlantic Ocean or something.
What do you have?
Spectrum.
You're
outside of that, bro. I don't know what we didn't go with the lowest one. We went in the middle.
so you bought, like, when you moved, you got Spectrum.
Yeah, that's all that's like out here. The last place was nice, bro.
I will say we had Spectrum before, and it was fine. They kept bumping up the speed, but like for me, when I have to upload videos, it sucked ass. It's like less than I don't know, 5 megabits, whatever it is. Like they give you like hundreds of download, but like one upload, and which is stupid.
Mm-hmm.
So we switched to T-Mobile, the 5G home internet, and it's been fantastic. Just let you know.
Well, thank you. That may be something we switch to. Kurt, what do you
I'm
use?
paying. Well, real quick, I'm paying
Sorry.
for my my mobile service and the Wi-Fi, and it's less than $90.
Oh shit! Yeah, you can't beat that.
Yeah. What you got,
Curtis?
We got MediaCom for internet.
What's crazy is that like I moved here and Spectrum, they had to do a petition. My girlfriend, the neighbors, like they had to get it installed here and pay for it to get routed and everything over here because we live out kind of far. And she had the worst internet before. She couldn't even play like games, and her Netflix was always really bad. And like, she couldn't download updates for different things. Like it was a nightmare. And
What is Spectrum? Cable or is it satellite?
before, I don't know what it
Cable.
was. She doesn't. Yeah, Spectrum is cable, but I don't know what she had before. And then they got Spectrum because they have to run the cable and everything. You know, it's kind of like old school. You know, the TV cable, all that. And now I came in. I'm like, hey, why don't we try T-Mobile? And it's just like it's a mobile service, so it's just like a cell phone, but it's plugged into the wall with a router, right? It takes a SIM card, so we didn't need all the Spectrum
crazy.
stuff.
Yeah,
And now
I know
they're running fiber optics or whatever it's called.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for over here, but whatever.
It took them forever to get Spectrum, and then randomly they did the fiber optic like really quick.
Like this is easy. We can do this all day.
They're putting it everywhere. My parents live in an old neighborhood, and they were like, they had trucks there, and like I was like asking them like, what's going on? They're like, oh, they're putting fiber optic in the neighborhood. I'm like, all right.
The old fiber optics, they say.
They're great until somebody tries to dig a hole through it.
Have you ever had that happen?
I've seen it happen.
I had a dog that would dig and chew the damn wires. I had to get it repaired like 3 times. Like at my other house.
These damn dogs in there digging, I'll tell you what. Kurt, the beard looks nice.
Beard?
A little scruffy, unless it's just my shitty internet.
Yeah. Dude, I tried to
You got a little scruff?
I went for like 8 days without shaving, and it started itching so bad I couldn't stand it. I don't know how you do it. You get used to it?
Well, this ain't really a beard, so just a bunch of pubes on my face.
You do the beard and the long hair.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The long hair helps fill in the patchiness of the beard, bro. So it's not
comes
so
off.
trans. Yeah, it's like, oh man, that's a great freaking beard. Yeah, you know what I mean? It just blends. Oh man, oh man. Talk to me, boys.
Mike, did you
Oh,
get your bag back? He's like, I left my bag in the kitchen. Didn't
oh
realize till an hour later.
no.
Oh, that's
The
what
last
you
Ooh,
time
do.
I
somebody.
left, the last time I left mine behind, it got stolen.
Well, someone just recently left their tool bag at a house, and
Mm-hmm.
you want to tell us
How'd
about
that
that?
turn out? How'd that turn out?
Oh, wasn't that
Hey,
you, Kurt? That was you. You said they were.
I had an air tag in it, and I had to go remind
That's
them
right.
that it was in their house.
Like it's in
Remind
here.
them.
You did
Yo, isn't
the
that
video.
crazy?
You did the video where you took out like the speaker on it or something, right?
Yeah, I have done that. Like I've got on my trailer. I mean, I don't care who knows. I got a secret air tag on my trailer.
Hey,
Oh, you got to.
I would have loved that time that my van got stolen.
Mmm.
Yep, I've got
Damn,
one.
bro.
I've got one in the van. I've got one in my bag. I've got one on my keys. I got one in every vehicle that I've got.
And the AirTag is the way to go because I tried some other brands and they don't work for shit.
Solid.
I tried to go the cheaper route and I was like, yeah, I'll put one in the van, one in my bag. Like they all
Oh.
just like stopped working.
What did you
Oh.
use?
What is it? There's like one called Eufy or something, I think.
Okay, you would know just off the fucking name. Not
Well, they're at
use
Best
that.
Buy. I didn't order off
Well,
Amazon or anything. It wasn't
okay.
like a Timo thing.
Wait a minute, you're all fancy.
Oofy.
You got a Best Buy.
Yeah, I go window shopping from time to time.
Yeah, we got about 4 of them by me.
I got 3.
Kurt,
Jake,
Kurt's all mad.
you got Northern Tool down there, don't you?
Yeah, you like that northern tool is nice.
We got
It
one too.
was not. We don't have one.
Oh,
I thought and like I told you, I felt like it was a mix between Harbor Freight and a good power tool like Ace Hardware, because you have Milwaukee tools there, and you had some of just
their brand.
random. Yeah,
Yeah. You say you got one, Adrian?
Yeah, I mean it's not it hasn't been there forever, but I know we got one. I just haven't really. I think I've only been to it like once.
Shorty.
What's
Sorry.
up? Dylan Shortness. That's his name.
I know it's so weird with I'm like, all right, I'm with it, bro. It's the
Because
long
I
hairs,
saw
I'm for
Shorty
it.
I saw Shorty HVAC and I wanted to go look. And I'm like, this guy's not short at all. He's a tall kid.
This ain't who I think it is. No, man.
Expecting something totally different, but yeah.
And
dude.
that's what you got. That's usually how it goes.
Does it say something about me that when I travel to a different city, instead of going out and experiencing the nightlife, I go out and look for all the hardware stores and all the Home Depots and.
Yeah, we were like, where the hell's Kurt at? He's at the Home Depot or he's at whatever.
He's at a garage sale down the street.
Mind you,
one of them
everybody,
estate sales again.
everybody listening, this was at the AHR event. This guy was at Home Depot shopping at different tool stores. You bought stuff there.
I bought a
took some
light.
stuff.
I bought
Oh, okay. You had to, take something.
yeah.
Well, I'm proud of you, Kurt.
For what?
Just expanding your horizons, bro. You know,
Getting out there.
Just spreading your wings, man. You know, you've come a long way.
It's going to be a good year. Let's put it that way.
There's some good tires. It's gonna be, yep.
What is up? I forgot to say what's up to everybody. Modern Comfort, what's up? We got Rudy
Shout
in
out.
here. Mechanical. Mike B, Jason
Shout out.
Johnson,
Shout out.
Nasty, Timothy.
Shout out.
You don't have to do that every time. Eddie HVAC,
Shout out. Yes, we do, bro. These people are important.
Banyama. What would you say his name was?
Victor Empanadas.
That's
I'm trying
Victor.
And Refrigeration Devil, Kitchen Cowboy. What's up, everybody? So how's everybody's work been lately?
Crazy.
Okay, not just me.
I went from not having any calls for like 4 days to having everybody call me today. I'm
Yep.
scheduling calls right now, like next week.
Let me ask you, Kurt. How are you scheduling those calls?
Most of them I'm doing still by myself.
So okay.
But twice today, somebody scheduled a call through Free to Grow,
Oh, okay.
Solid.
and forgive me, but I had to immediately call them and reschedule.
Oh, see, that's a good. Yeah.
Yeah, because like one of them was like at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I know I ain't gonna be ready.
Kurt, you're up at like 6 o'clock, bro. We'll wake up and you're texting us, man. My man be going to bed at 8, texting us at 6 o'clock, like because he fell asleep during the rest of the conversation.
Yeah, that happens. That happens. You might get a random text from me at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, you're just like, motherfucker, son of a gun.
Well, you two are the same. I'm an hour behind, so then I'm like,
Oh
seeing that,
yeah,
I'm like, what time was this at?
yeah.
Yeah, modern.
Yeah,
Conference,
well, sometimes when I wake up and I look at my phone, I've got like 20 texts from the two of y'all, and I'm like, damn, y'all are blowing up my phone.
yeah, it's because you went to bed.
He likes his glass of warm milk, bro. Calm down, all right?
Y'all see these?
Oh,
Uh-huh.
no.
I got new glasses, and it's not because I wanted new glasses.
Oh, did he get them?
Oh, he chewed the little ends off the back of them, and then he popped the lens out of one side, and we never could find it. So I'm on my backup pair of glasses.
That's biodegradable lens, bro. You ain't gonna find that thing.
It's in the house somewhere. We couldn't find it.
Oh man.
So you think?
He might have ate it. He ate my AirPods.
Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
my gosh. You could track them still though, couldn't you?
They just kept beeping right around Riley's butt.
Oh, that would have been good. That's funny. That's good. For you being busy, I haven't been extremely busy at all. It's been very, very moderate. So we're down 10%.
Is the weather?
It's been the 90s this week, dude. I told you yesterday. I mean, it was a rough day yesterday, bro. Like I showed y'all the little tan line on my forehead.
Oh, that's
but
right.
It's been hot, and I was just exhausted. And but yeah, no, it hasn't been like crazy, for me.
Dude, when it gets hot, Milwaukee's got two nice fans now. They got that pack out fan. That thing's nice.
I'm gonna wait. Well, you couldn't wait. I'm gonna wait till next week and get them.
There you go.
Well,
I got the big one.
I did get a grinder from them today.
Is that the new one?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna. I want that one too. I gave my other guy the last one that I had. I had a cutoff tool, and we used it a lot, and I have to lend it out a lot. And I was like, just keep it. And my dad got one, but he had already bought one. And I was like, I want to try that new one. The grinder. It takes the cutoff wheels too and everything, so it looks cool. It's that right angle one, I think.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, right angle?
Grinder. Yeah, that's the new one.
Well,
Why don't you
it's
go
like
grab it
regular.
and bring it to our attention?
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
it's
but
right angle. Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Okay.
Don't shoot the messenger. That's just what they call it.
I haven't seen it.
I thought the
I
same
haven't
thing. I was
seen
like,
it.
no.
But hey, speaking of those cutoff things, I bought that little 3-inch cutoff tool
Yeah.
by Milwaukee. I got to say, I'd rather use the grinder because you get a bigger cutoff wheel.
Oh,
It
for
lasts
sure.
longer.
Yeah.
Those little 3-inch wheels don't last hardly any time.
Mm-mm. You can get them at Harbor Freight, though, I think.
Oh, the new
I mean,
one only takes the little ones, I think. Like the brand new whatever grinder. I'm
because
gonna
I'm
look it up now.
grinding. Remember that one? Remember that song, guys?
Yeah, I was listening to. I was trying to look for old music, and when I searched, it came up as like a crunk playlist, right? I think that's what it's called.
Oh, classic. Yeah.
And it was all those kinds of songs.
Bro, I was listening to some Cameron the other day. Kurt, Purple Haze Cameron, right? And I was just like rapping with it. I was like, oh my God. This is the shit when I was 14. I was just like, oh my God. And I'm still like, fuck it. I'm still jamming. I was on a back road, dude, just like vibing to it. Oh gosh. And I was like,
Dude, I just downloaded the first album that I've downloaded onto my iPad in a long time, and it was Teddy Swims.
oh yeah, he got a good voice. But the way
That's
you're
a
at
great.
oh, hold on. Your accent totally like sound like you butchered his first name, bro. Can we replay
Teddy
that? Can
Swims.
we cut it? It sound like you said titty swims. I was like, meanwhile, I got a
Dude,
worship song I was listening to. And it
none
just
of
pulled
that gets past you, does it? None of that gets past you. I mean,
it was just the way it said, but like my daughter and Ashley will listen to it. I'm like, this dude got a good voice, but he's like very tiny too, but he's got a really good voice. What's your favorite song?
he's got that song "Lose Control." There's one where he does a combination with one of these
I'm gonna look.
female rappers. I can't think of her name. It's on the album, and that's a really good song. But that one album, he's got like 5 or 6 hits on it.
So he's jamming it out. Oh, he's all right. Let's
Yeah,
see.
I've been listening to that.
Oh shoot, hold on. What's the album name? Is it
Are you
I've
gonna play
Tried
it?
Everything? Well, there's
It's the
two
last
of
one.
them. Is it the Orange album? Oh wait. Oh god, he's got 2 discs. Lose Control.
I've
I was
tried
just trying to see
everything.
who this. Is that the one? Automatic.
That
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah. Oh okay. Okay. Let's see who this artist is. If it's got a feature on there. Teddy Swims and Giveon, Mooney Long, Coco Jones, and Glorilla.
Elope.
All right.
That might be
Just
it.
just letting you two talk it out.
Yeah, I mean, we're just here to have a conversation, guys. Everybody listens. Everybody else can pull out their phones and look up the albums that Kurt's
Dude,
downloading.
See, this is the one that we had before. It takes a 3-inch,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and
yeah.
this is the new one. But I think it takes even the smaller ones.
Wait a minute.
This is the
Oh, that's
the
a
new
die.
one.
That's a die grinder,
die
bro.
grinder.
Yeah.
That's a die grinder.
Yeah.
Well, it's the new one that they were talking about. It's like all over YouTube when I look up stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah.
He getting a full on grinder. Did you get M18, Kurt?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that those die grinders always look nice. They have the straight one they just released a couple years
Well,
ago.
that new one, I saw a comparison like with the older ones, and it like is way, even for being so small and an M12, it did way better. Like it cut through everything, and you couldn't even like get it to stall if you push down hard on it. Like it's pretty powerful compared to like all the other ones on the
Dude,
smaller.
you know the guy who does Tinker with Tools? Or know his channel?
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all hadn't heard of him?
I don't know. I
He's
watched a bunch of
recently
them.
been doing he's done a series where he compares the M12 impact with other small impacts, and that M12 stands up really good,
Oh,
even against
bro.
some
Yeah, you
18
can't.
volt ones.
Yeah, oh, I see this guy. Okay, let's see. Let's see. All right. Oh, he did. All right. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Right on. Right on. Yeah, I love me some Milwaukee. Um,
Well, I don't use it that
what
much,
you
the
looking?
grinder. We
All
just
right.
cut holes and things, and that's all we use it for.
She's nice, nice, cool. So you've been busy there, Adrian?
Yeah, I'm. Well, Modern Comfort had said about hiring people. I had to check in because we have that new guy, the helper. I was
Mm.
like, so how's the helper, how's the new guy doing? Because he's kind of been thrown into the fire right now, and yeah,
Yeah.
we've been busy. I had two today that kind of kicked my ass, and it's been like that for a couple weeks now,
So it's just
and
it's
it's
just
hot.
regular work. Yeah, dude. That
Dude, we
yesterday
just picked
didn't.
up a compressor. I have equipment to pick up tomorrow for changeouts, and I'm waiting on parts for some carrier units. I have some coils that need to be ordered to change out. Like I'm gonna be behind for like the next month
at least you know
All
what you're
already.
right.
doing.
Already without new
Hey.
calls coming in, and they're coming in like today. I got two calls that I didn't want, and I had to take them.
Mm. Yeah, that's a good problem to have, though, guys. Look, man. I ain't had nothing.
Well, I
We
ain't
had
saying it's
five.
calls I don't want. It's
No,
just
I don't
like I
want them.
don't want them to. I don't want them today.
Well, yeah, I guess
Yeah.
because I got the call today. I had one in the morning. I'm like, okay, this is gonna take me a while. It's because it's a lot of freezers that I'm getting that are going down, and it's like compressors and like big problems. So I was working on one this morning. I'm like, I can get it to kind of get you by, but we need, like, they're already ready to get a new system. And I thought it was done, and this was like at 3-ish, 2-ish, something like that. So I took a late lunch, and then I got another call, and it was out of town, another freezer. So like I can't not go to them. Like those are emergency calls, and I got there, and the compressor sounds like it has rocks inside. So, and it's an R22 system that somebody else put a new condenser to it. I don't know what refrigerant. I was trying to see if we've worked on it. I don't remember what it has, but like somebody put a new condenser and left the old evaporator. R22 system with a new condenser, like I said, and it's just the compressor sounds horrible. It's not
You gonna
dropping
change the
from.
TXP?
We're gonna change the whole thing.
Uh,
No,
I
the
thought maybe
it
you were gonna do the condenser and change the TXV or something.
it's because no, it's because I don't like that style that it has. Like the coil actually looks decent, but I would rather them get a whole new system on that one.
Yeah.
There's another one that I was gonna offer the valves to be changed out and just change out the condenser, but they're gonna get the whole new system. So I was like, all right, it's easier for me.
Is it? Let me ask you: is it hard for you going from those old style with the timers on them to the new style with the board on the inside that controls the condenser?
Not if they get the whole new system, then I don't have to worry about anything, right? You don't have to rewire or do anything. Like as much as I don't like when they break, IntelliGen is really easy to install. That's what we usually do. You can put whatever condensing unit you want. You don't need a timer or anything on the roof. It's just wired. You just hook it up, wire it up, power, all that, and then your system inside runs on a transformer. You feed it power, and the transformer feeds that board, and that board does everything. So like it's super simple to put in. I would prefer that. Like I don't mind updating them. In the past, when they want one or the other, it's a pain in the ass. You have to rewire and all that. But if they get everything brand new, it's way easier, and it's just I think it's more cost effective for them too.
Do you run any wires on those systems from inside to outside?
For IntelliGen, you get We usually get an electrician to help us out. It needs its own circuit. A lot of the old systems, they're tied
in
into
the
each
in the
other.
cooler, in the cooler, right?
Yeah, because typically the old
So,
systems won't have that. We need to run that.
so let me ask you: do you run a power wire up top, or do you use the power that's already there
For the evaporator?
for the condenser?
Oh, well, whatever is there. There's already something feeding it. But usually they're jumped from there. They're jumped to the evaporator to feed both. But per manufacturer, we need our own circuit inside. So we usually try to do that.
It does sound like it'd be easy to install.
No, they're super simple because the board does everything and it just goes by pressure. So your pressure switches are turning on and off the system. But when they break, they suck to repair.
Bastards. Oh,
Yeah.
there's always a catch.
Mike knows. He's already installed a lot of these. You need a. It's the first thing I get questioned on. Did you run a separate breaker for it? I'm like, yep.
Ooh. Speaking of like inspection type shit, you want to see something we failed inspection for from like 2 years ago, bro?
We'd love to.
That's some fucking dumb shit, bro. We had to relocate some condensers, which I did the other day too. We failed inspection, and because we ran a line chase. I don't know if this is gonna pop up or not. See that little bit of that suction line insulation missing?
Oh yeah.
It
Failed.
failed because of that. Yeah. And they got their house painted and shit. That shit looked like it got like broken. Because you can see if you look down here,
Mm.
where you at? Can you see it?
Yeah,
Is
it's
and this
also
shit was
off the pipe.
yeah, it was 2 years ago, bro. Like fucking dumb shit. But
Wait a minute.
yeah.
How are you failing this 2 years ago? You
No,
just now found out?
this just failed. Like we did that job 2 years ago. But they were just getting permitted because down here, a lot of the houses, the condensers are on the backside. So people get their pavers, lanais, and shit. So we relocate them to the side of the house, as we did with this one. And for whatever reason, they just started doing the project, and it just got the permit pulled for it to do. So 2 years later, it's like, bro, of course, like this shit was good if you would have checked. It all fell on them, you know.
Oh, no wonder it's getting inspected 2 years late.
Yep.
That's why I was like, it's just stupid shit. I told him because Q went out there. I was like, yeah, well, when they call that reinspection, I said, I want to go there so I can punk this inspector's ass, bro. I'm gonna film it and put his ass on blast and be like, you know what I mean? Just gives him some sort of entitlement or something, like whatever.
Tell you what,
Like,
inspectors can sometimes be a real pain,
oh yeah,
and they
It-
know how to do it.
oh yeah. I like that guy on there on YouTube. That ain't right. That guy's hilarious though. He always be fine. You seen him?
Inspector?
Yeah, he's in like Texas, and he'll be doing stuff. He goes, "New construction," and then like everything's like just jacked up. And he's like, and he finds some really good stuff, and he's just like, then at the end he'll like flip the camera around. And goes, "That ain't right." I was like, he's good. He's really good. You gotta check it out. But yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Refrigeration Devils on the intelligence. He's like skeptical on having a transformer in the box. I'm skeptical of having a whole ass board in there too, but I don't know.
That can
They work.
freeze.
Yeah, I had one frozen over. Surprisingly, it didn't completely fail. The board had a block of ice, I think on the back of it, but I mean, you have to think they're coated and all that, but like eventually they do fail. Like I've had to change out quite a bit of boards. I've changed out the transformers before, and I've had some of those. The motors are also like ECM motors. I've had those fail too. So it's just pricey to repair, easy to install, pricey to repair.
Mm-hmm. Sounds about right.
All right.
Sounds about
All right.
okay.
So Jake, how's that rear end? Pause.
Yo, it's still there. Had to upload the photos and shit to our insurance for the claim, and theirs
So
called me again yesterday.
how did that happen?
Bro, so we have the turnpike down here. So I'm getting off. It's funny. All right. So I'm getting on 27, just a little highway here. I'm going down. I'm going to ride 27 out, or I can take the turnpike and bypass 27 to get to where I'm going, to Winter Garden. Well, I'm staying on 27, and there's 2 red lights, but there's a turn arrow to go to the turnpike. As I'm driving, I'm seeing this truck weave in and out of traffic, right? And I look over and I just see this sloppy looking person. I'm like, yeah, whatever, I'm like, because they ended up getting like running around me and going, but then they got stuck behind a tractor and trailer.
Okay.
And anyway, so I'm at the red light. The light turns green to get on the turnpike. I saw a gap. I'm like, screw it. I'm just gonna go because it is faster. And going, sit still traffic, bro. Like that. Literally, when I put that in my video, I had just turned the camera off when they hit me. Like you could see a car creeping by me, but I'm standing still. And then the bitch runs into me. Like, I'm like, what the? And I'm on the phone with Ash, and she's like, did someone just hit you? Because all my shit rattled around. I'm like, yeah. And sure enough, it was that dumb lady that was driving
So
on
like,
27, bobbing and weaving.
oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm like, go figure.
I'm just always like that too. I'm always looking. And if there's like somebody swerving or somebody impatient, that always like makes me nervous. And I'm always like checking for that. And I just didn't know if you were like in bumper to bumper or if like you were, up to speed or something.
No, bumper to bumper, bro.
Can you open the door?
I can now. Yeah, I had to kind of pry it open with a screwdriver and a hammer and beat it, and then I had to bend the angles. But my door jamb sits up about 1.5 inches from the roof line now. So like if it rains, a shit ton of water's gonna get in there. So like, yeah. So she was running late.
Mike wants to see it. So
all right, dude. I ain't got no shame in my game, dog.
Neil just wants to know with or without pants.
I mean,
are you wearing the new ones? Oh, you don't got pants on. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh no, we didn't need to see that.
Oh, we can go higher if you want, Kurt. Yeah, just annoying though, because that day I was going to go that job I did the install, and I was like, man, my day was
I would have been pissed the entire day. So that your day gets ruined.
Oh, yeah, dude. When we lived in Maryland, the deer.
Where are you at, that refrigeration devil?
That's a good question. In Maryland, bro, we'd have deer, like big deer. So like riding at night and in the mornings during rutting season, like Kurt, you probably might have them. I don't know. Like the deer down here are like little babies.
We got some stretches of road that are notorious for deer.
We just gotta know.
Possums, nice. We get some armadillos.
No, that's we're too far south for that. It's all possums, and that's like a daily thing that you see.
Wait a minute, you ain't got no armadillos?
Not here. That's normal.
I know. Amarillo, armadillo. The Amarillo armadillos.
I thought the armadillos went all the way down to like Central America.
I can't tell you I've ever seen
Adrian's
one.
confusing his possums from armadillos. He's like, what is this?
Oh, he's in Tennessee.
Oh, yeah.
Devil.
Yeah,
Tennessee had some bad weather today.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, is that on the news?
There was
Had some
was that
tornadoes come
Well,
through.
okay? I was gonna say I
prayers
saw
and
like
blessings
somebody
for
say there was
everybody.
tornado warnings.
Oh, shoot.
Arkansas got hit pretty bad. And they're supposed to get it again tomorrow.
I got caught in our
Well,
rain. Like I posted it in my video yesterday.
yeah. Oh,
As soon as I set the ladder up, as soon as I got on the roof, I looked over. I'm like, that looks like something is forming over there. And I was trying to hurry. I just needed like 10 minutes because I was just trying to get a verify like a part so I can go get it and this and that. And this was out of town too, so it took me like an hour and a half to get there. And then it poured like crazy, and I tried to wait it out, and it just wouldn't stop. And then that's when we got the
mm,
flash flood warning, and then like a tornado warning, and I was like, damn. I was like, I'm going home.
yikes. Screw you guys. I'm going
We
home.
were all working. I had to call. Well, that was last Thursday because I was calling around like, are you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
back yet? Because everybody was out of town. I'm like, guys, like we got freaking tornado warnings. You guys need to come back.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the one you was texting
And like
us.
and it did flood in certain cities. So I think the expressway was okay. So like everybody coming back was okay, but like you couldn't go into in some of the cities. Like there was cars floating around. There was like, people had to get rescued out there. It was crazy.
Mm. Well, thoughts and prayers and blessings for everybody, you know?
Yeah.
Be
It's
safe,
very
y'all.
I'll give you all some idea about what it's like where I live. I was speaking to one of our potential sponsors, and he was wanting to know how I could get a hold of some of their products. And he was like, "Well, do you have a Johnstone near you?" I'm like, "Well, we got one about an hour and a half away." And he was like, "Well, where are you?" I'm like, "I'm in the southwest corner of. I'm in the middle of nowhere, but we are the only
BFE,
city.
bro.
We are the only city right in the middle of nowhere. So for
That's
everybody
funny.
around here, this Albany's like a little bit of a destination. But if you're not from Southwest Georgia, you've never heard of it.
Hmm.
Oh, man.
I was like, I think
That's
I have like
funny.
3 Johnstones here. I have one in town, one 40 minutes away, and then one an hour and a half away.
Well, it's nice you got one pretty close. My closest is 30, 40. That's not bad.
Well, my
Yeah.
Johnstone will deliver
Oh yeah.
sometimes same.
Oh,
Or
pretty
if you
cool.
what was that other one? Blue On. I don't. Does Blue On still exist?
I still get
Yeah,
emails, I think.
yeah. I'm still getting their emails, so
Oh,
I know
okay.
they exist.
Yeah.
I heard from some of the bigger guys that they were like not doing so well.
Well, they
I don't
Well,
know.
dumped all their money into fucking trying to be cool.
That was
You
yeah.
know, it was,
They tried really hard,
they did, bro. And
and then
I mean, if
nothing. It's
if
like
if what Gil said they
crickets.
was paying him, like I would have loved Blue On too, bro. Like if they was paying me that much.
Yeah.
I've never been able to successfully use them to solve a problem.
Like I don't mind their
Yeah,
app
negative.
for like parts, but like I can
Oh,
kind of do that elsewhere.
yeah,
I've tried to look
Google.
up I've tried to look up manuals and stuff like that, and I could see where they would have hundreds of commercial equipment and almost
Mm.
nothing in residential.
See, I don't understand that because they were residential driven, or that's what they always like advertised. And then like on the commercial side, it was like too commercial. Like it was like the bigger stuff. I was like, I need the light commercial stuff, and I couldn't find it. Or
Yeah.
like older equipment, like not super old, but like older equipment. And I think they slowly started adding all that stuff where I could kind of find it, but by that point, like a lot of the stuff I work on is carrier. I can just go to the carrier app,
Hmm.
the supply house, and look up everything.
I will say I remember like in one of Gil's lives he did at one of his pods. Someone asked for like a 1962 something,
Oh,
and like the very next day or 3 days, they contacted the dude, found the manual and everything.
oh, that's right. I heard that. Yeah,
That was pretty cool.
yeah, but they charge for everything. Like it's
Yeah,
cool if
well, they
you're.
have to. They were.
No, I understand, but like it's cool. I mean, it's okay with a business if you run a business and you use it for your business, all that. But like a lot of the guys are just technicians, and they have to convince our boss to get it.
For sure. No, they were trying to become the Amazon. Remember when Amazon started and now where they're at? I mean, they're still obviously the go-to, but they programmed everybody like super cheap, affordable, same day, next day, 2 day, yada yada yada. And now it's like, all right, we're twice as much. Prices are pretty much the same everywhere else, but we're still, yeah. And now they're back to making price obviously a stupid amount of money.
Yep.
Just to see you smile. But I'll tell you what, I filmed. Oh, get some. Okay, what up? We got confetti, dog. Hey,
Why did that happen?
let's see what I get. I get balloons. Oh, you know what? He
It
went
took
double. He went double deuce on it, bro. Oh, that's what it was.
Oh, okay? I was like, have you guys never done that? It's a thumbs up, right? The other one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
you
thumbs
can
up just
do.
gives us the. Oh, shit. What else we got, Kurt? What else can we do? Keep the people entertained, brother.
You can do one thumb.
You get a little bubble, right? Yeah. What happens when you do the bad finger? They do have an emoji. There's still an emoji, a middle finger emoji,
Hey,
right?
I'm
I
gonna
think
tell
so.
y'all something. Did y'all know that I cut one of my tendons one time by accident working on
And then you
my
repaired it.
knuckle?
Oh yeah,
He said you
Y'all remember
repaired it.
that?
yeah. I forgot about that.
Well, sort.
I
I got it sewed up, but they didn't repair it, so I don't have normal use of that finger.
oh
This one.
yeah.
So, like for example, if I wanted with my right hand, I can do this.
Hell yeah. Okay.
On my left hand, I can't. I have to turn it way up like this.
You gotta work on them wrist curls, bro. Kurt's trying to like give somebody a bird, and they're like, "What is he doing?" He just got a little nub, just like. That's so funny.
Oh,
Can't
and
even-
I've been driving down the road
Somebody-
and try to do that.
Dude, I'm notorious for just flipping birds to the drivers. Oh, man, that's so funny, bro. Well, it's a good thing because it could bite you in the ass later, probably. Like, nah, dude, I wasn't. You guys look at me. I can't even lift it.
Oh, my
Oh, it's like that. Well, never mind.
Must be the wrong guy. No, go ahead, say it, Adrian.
I appreciate that, refrigeration devil. I just haven't filmed anything for that channel, for the tech channel.
Yeah, he needs to get back to it.
You getting off your schedule?
My only-
Well, I'm posting more on my HVAC channel now. I've bumped it up, but
You need
gonna
to. We appreciate the content.
it's gonna get hard with summer coming up.
Hell yeah. That's good. Nice. That's when you do it. That's when you go Kurt mode and just chest mount that bitch and just do it.
Kurt doesn't have bad attitude. He's always cool, calm, and collective.
Got a great
Well, thank you, man.
I've had my run-ins with
appreciate
customers
that.
before.
Mm.
I don't know. Sometimes I gotta walk away.
Go ahead. Come on.
No.
Come on. Come tell us more.
I've had one I walked away from and put in my notes to never go back.
There you go. This is a do not service, bro. And then they call you back and you're like,
Yes, they did.
yep. Kurt's like, sorry? You can fire customers just like they fire companies.
You know?
But
That's what I've been
I mean,
man,
doing.
oh man.
if somebody
Huh?
talks to you like dirt, you don't want to go through that again.
Nah.
Oh, dude. No, sir.
Man, we were talking about old stuff like earlier. Yesterday, or what was it? Tuesday on my podcast, the guys were talking in the chat, and I think they brought up Jackass and some of those older, that stunt style kind of video stuff that used to be on TV.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
was
it's
like, man, those,
DKY, and all that.
that one, yeah. I was like, dude, that
Yeah.
was at the time it was awesome to
Bro,
see that.
backyard wrestling videos. Like those.
It's like,
Oh man.
did they make it? I don't know. Like some of those were scary to watch.
Oh, straight up. I was watching I forget who it was, but it was a newer video. Somebody was with Bam, but they were showing the old clips of all that stuff, and I was like, man, that's just nostalgic, late '90s, early 2000s stuff. It's just crazy, damn near. I mean, almost 30 years at this point.
Yeah,
That's
I
so
remember
crazy.
going to
But yeah,
watch the movies and all that, and I was into it.
those, yeah, 20 years of those, or Jackass, yeah, classics, bro. I mean, they're all doing pretty. I mean, Steve-O's got his pod. I think he still does it. I don't know. Um,
It's like, well, remember the warning
Johnny's,
at the beginning was like, do not try this, or I forgot.
yeah, because people were sending in their own videos and shit. Because like, well, if these guys are gonna make it,
Yeah, like I started
it's good.
watching, like wrestling again, and it's still like every now and then on my feed people still do the backyard wrestling or those indie things, those like
Yeah,
at
you
the
do the
flea
bare
market,
knuckle fighting. Yeah. Oh, dude,
and
remember
they're
Kimbo Slice?
jumping off things, going through tables, like you can tell that
Pallets and
they're
shit. Yeah.
yeah that. And I'm like,
Uh,
the actual wrestling that's on TV, a lot of that stuff is like props or gimmicked somehow, right? Like
Yeah.
they don't take that stuff or all of it for real. Like they do stuff to it. Like they do use tables that have give to it and all that. Like these people are, like you
Mm-hmm.
said, going through pallets or some stupid shit.
Yeah, yeah. Be like, yo, that was oak wood, dog. How'd you make it through that? Like, that was maple.
Oh, dude,
Oh
perfect
man.
is what my kid was into not too long ago, and I got into it too.
Speaking of which, I might put a link for you guys. Now, Dude Perfect's gonna be at my kid's school. They're doing like a fundraiser thing, and they're gonna be at the. They're gonna be
What?
there. I thought that. Yeah, that's what I said.
hey,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
hey, who's Dude Perfect?
They're more kid friendly than Jackass.
Yeah. They do like sporty stuff though. It's really cool.
I don't know
Okay.
how they do. Like I always wonder if that stuff is real because I'm like, how the hell like they'll shoot baskets from full court and make them like nothing, and they'll be like several stories up, and they shoot baskets off the buildings, and they've done
Now,
some
Yeah.
like skyscraper shit.
that's like a
Yeah.
really cool game of horse.
Yeah, yeah. They do a lot
Yeah.
of the
Yeah. Yeah.
basketball, football stuff, and they do other things like around the office and buildings.
Like the new one we were just watching for the dude hit like a 230-mile-an-hour fastball that was shot out of like a cannon. And like he basically like and he had bulletproof glass or a shatterproof glass in front of him. It took him quite some time. He was missing. Like he made contact. It wasn't nothing crazy, but he used a metal bat because the wood would shatter and it bent
Mm,
the bat. It was like
shit.
like he's like his
Man,
arms were like you could see the reverberation all the way up his arms. It was crazy,
dude,
but he hit
no
it.
kid. When I was 13 and 14 years old, we had a pitcher that could throw the ball over 90 miles an hour.
Mm,
13 and 14 years old, and
Dang.
he would
I
break my
I ain't
catcher.
playing.
I was a catcher, and he would break my mitt every game that I played. So I had to have two mitts and change them out and then repitch them.
Oh my gosh, dude. No, I'm good. I went to the batting cages, and once that shit hit above 80, I was like, nope. I was like, I can't do it.
No, I've never been
That
able to
shit's
do.
fast, bro.
Yeah, I've never been able to do baseball like that. Like when you get hit, yeah.
It's
That
over.
one,
Yeah.
he was a short guy, and he ended up throwing out his arm before he got out of high school.
Oh man,
Oh,
I was gonna
man.
say like, did he make it to anything? Okay.
Damn.
No, he would have people that would come to the games with those little radar guns just to time
Oh
his pitches. He was fast, but he wasn't very accurate.
Uh, we'll hone it in, bro. That's what it's about. They don't care. They just want to get you locked in.
man, but like right now, bringing up the Dude Perfect thing, I had not seen them in a long time, but they recently popped up because I think they sold. I don't know if they sold their thing,
They're
and
doing like a world tour or something.
it was worth a shit ton of money.
Their channel and stuff.
Yeah, like the brand, I guess.
Okay.
I forgot what it was.
Had to be close to $1 billion, huh?
I think so.
Yeah, because I remember watching some money channel and like somebody tried to buy Mr. Beast for $1 billion. He was like, hell no. He would be like losing money.
Yeah. Oh, that
Really?
Like
one's
his shit
crazy.
was worth like his shit worth like apparently like somebody did some analytical shit was like $200 billion is what Mr. Beast is worth.
Really?
Like his channels alone. Yeah, because he's got like 40 channels because they dub all his shit and they all have million access. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's like an
I saw him
empire.
I saw him take his wife to a weird restaurant over in England, where the staff treats you like crap.
We
Did
have
y'all
one
ever
of
see
those
that
here.
video?
We have one of those in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And they were just cussing him out and talking about how
Oh
he
yeah,
was
yeah. A
just
bunch
such a
of them are.
baby and all this stuff. And
Dude, it's so weird. We have one. I don't know what that one is, but we had one called Dick's, and it was in San Antonio, and that's what it was. And me and my
Yeah,
friends went
that's
to
yep.
it,
Dick's
and
last resort.
I was like, what? Like it was so weird that they were pretty ruthless.
uh,
I will say that the heel turn, the Cena heel turn was pretty epic. It was a perfect time inside the storyline to do it. Like I think it was pretty good. It just makes WrestleMania is gonna be really pretty awesome. My son was so upset. Like a bunch of the kids were upset. Like it's like the kid he yelled like the next episode or the next match. He was yelling at the kid in the front row. He
Oh
was
yeah.
like, "This kid right here, he doesn't believe in me or some shit." And the kid was he looked so upset, bro. But I think the heel turn was timed perfectly.
I'm glad because I
Yeah.
started watching again I think last year, and that's when all the older wrestlers were around, like The Rock and Cena, and Taker came back at WrestleMania. So it's been pretty cool.
Yeah.
My kids are not into it too
Yeah. It's
much,
been
but I know
dope.
yours is.
Oh, dude, obsessed. Yeah. So it makes it fun. Bray Wyatt used to live over here
Really?
before he passed away, obviously. hmm
Hey, I
The
wanted to
company I used to work for, I think I mentioned this before.
oh,
Um,
I think you
they used to do Dusty Rhodes' house in Orlando.
yeah. That's pretty cool. So, I was going to bring up something really quick. I almost forgot.
I got bad internet.
Yeah, I can see that. Um in one of my videos for the Blue Air, I think it was the ice machine. Yeah, the ice machine. I had mentioned this looks very familiar. It looks a lot like the Hoshizaki ice machines, and I've heard NorCal Dave say the same thing because he's the only other person I've seen work on them. And apparently they're in a they got like a cease and desist. Somebody in my comments let me know, and I went to go look it up.
Oh, dispute.
And they basically just ripped
It's,
off.
and it's legit.
Yeah, because Hoshizaki has patents on all that stuff. Oh, I thought that was funny. I had to go like look it up, and I was like, oh wow. And Hoshizaki put out a statement. They're like, we're like basically saying
Well,
we're not going to take anyone's shit. Like that, our product is our product. Which I'm gonna
that's
look up
good.
now.
Are they like the top of the line? Are they the best?
Uh, they're all different. Like, and I guess that's what keeps like they have. I think they're pretty simple to work on, the Hoshizaki, but they get pretty big. I remember the first time I saw one was like a double stack, and it was huge, and I was like, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Uh, Manitowoc is pretty simple as well. I see a lot of those. Scotsman, I'm like iffy on them, but Hoshizaki and I think Manitowoc are, the top ones.
Boom.
Oh,
Cool.
Hoshizaki patented the most
Love to
simplest
hear that.
things.
Yeah, this is a switch. It's our switch. Well, that's like Milwaukee going after old Klein for
Someone
their
commented that too.
mod box.
Did they have
I
to
saw
stop?
another thing is, I mean, they're still doing it, but there's a couple of the mod boxes that actually integrate into the pack out.
Really?
I saw, yeah, there was this kid, Jake Wahi Designs or something. He makes a bunch of 3D printed stuff on YouTube. Check him out. He's all like, he does all the storage systems. And I saw his video. It was like a short. It popped up, and he was showing how like the mod box clipped into something on Milwaukee. So he's like, that's probably why
Oh yeah,
it took off.
yeah. Because we talked about that, the feet and stuff, because it does
Hmm.
something similar. Yeah. Well, we'll see. I think we're all Team Milwaukee at this point.
Shit, yeah. I'm,
Speaking
I'm
of which,
bleeding red.
that grinder I just got's replacing a Makito.
Yeah, well,
Well,
mosquito, brother.
I heard you're getting rid of all your Makita stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
did
giving
people
it.
hit you up when you? I was gonna say when you said something in that video or short or something. Did people reach out or what?
No, a friend of mine also has an HVAC business, except he's trying to grow it as big as possible. So he's got like 15 employees.
Okay,
So I asked him if one of his guys could use my Makita stuff.
should have sold it,
And
bro. I'm sorry.
so well, like, have you ever gone to a pawn shop? They fucking insult you with the amount of money they offer for
Oh,
that stuff.
dude, it's despicable.
Was that
I would rather give it.
Yeah, you need to cut that.
I would rather give it away to somebody who could use it than take it to a pawn shop.
No, that's really cool of you. Seriously. I was selling some pack out stuff because, but there was a kid that came and bought some stuff from me, and I gave him a bunch of like tools that I had that were I was like, because he was a young, hungry kid, and like he didn't have a lot of money, and I was selling him like a pack out kit for like $100. I was like, here, dude, a bunch of screwdrivers and shit like that. I gave him.
Oh, that's cool.
I sold my team. It's good.
Oh no, I was thinking of Vivor. Vivor does everything, and they've been on. Like I have TikTok, and I'm scrolling through it, and like they come out a lot because they're a tool company, and they're always live trying to sell shit. And
God.
I swear, every time I see like an ad, it's like Vivor something. Like they do everything now.
That's
Wait a minute.
it's an affordable. Huh?
Is this another one that you're subbed to that you wish you hadn't a subbed to?
No, this is TikTok. They just feed you whatever. I get it randomly.
It's not that we don't want to be sub to it, Kurt. We like to see ourselves on that channel. Okay, it gets my ego
I
going.
was gonna say, yeah. When we were talking, I was gonna say, so you don't watch our videos on there, because before him, we were on there.
Yeah, straight up.
Well,
No, you're right, dude. I
we're
saw it on
talking about
Instagram.
Now what?
We're
Yeah.
all talking about Vito Propack and all the videos they're putting out.
They're not
Yo,
they're not ours right now, but I
when
recorded
they are,
videos. Have you for
yeah,
them?
I got one coming. Yeah, the
I was
blackout
like,
hose hauler.
I sent them some videos already, but they're not. I guess they're not out yet.
Yeah, yeah, they'll just lace you with the
It's
stash.
either it's either that or they like this other guy better.
I think they
Well,
do.
I was telling Ashley they do. They got something going on there. We can
Well, he's.
cool cat.
I'm
I
wondering.
shot him a
We'll see.
text for some potential sponsors. So
You text him?
yeah, I shot him over to him. Well, you guys are already in the loop on those, but it was somebody that was
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
asking for an electrician or a plumber.
Oh,
So
okay. Well, that isn't he like that's his thing now, right?
yeah, I don't know if he gets into that, so I don't want to put it out there just between
I'm
us.
curious if he'll let me ask that question because we're supposed to do the podcast. We'll see.
Super cool guy.
Yeah, he's a great kid, but I just like w- we could never go full deep dive into the content stuff because we work. You know, we run businesses.
Yeah, yeah,
It's a lot
exactly.
to do.
Um, well, somebody we know
I know.
is going
Oh yeah. Well,
completely
see,
into
well, here's my thing
It's
with that. He
it's
must not
very
either a
it's very
be
lucrative.
doing that well in what like i-
Well,
compared to what he does now is what I'm saying. Like it just outweighs to do that.
well, if you want me to be honest, I'm about to make more doing content than my job. But
Oh, I'll
it's because I
never.
get
I don't think I'll.
but it's because I get paid like an employee. But I do have
For sure.
the funds of the business if I need it. Right? It's just
Hmm.
it's still my dad's. I'm not gonna take that right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I still get a paycheck every week, which I'm comfortable at. But like the content creation is creeping up. So that's why I always tell you guys or talk to you guys about the sponsor stuff. I always tell everybody in the chat or whoever hits me up, take advantage of it because there is money and like we're talking about right now, there are guys leaving the
Oh,
trade to go
there's
do that.
shit ton of it, but your content revolves around the trade. So like
I
doing the
Well,
know.
worst.
not unless you
So if you're
do
not doing it,
no,
like
but
how
not
do like
unless some of these guys you just do skits or whatever.
well those guys,
Look
but
at Fat Mr. What's his name? Mr. Fat Cheeto. Look at Mr. Fat Cheeto.
well
He
that's all
just
he is though. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
know.
But that's all he is, bro. But I'm saying
But
the guy we're talking about
there's
specifically,
has a business, yeah.
that's what his content that revolves is that like it's not talking about the business and stuff. It's being in the field. So if you're not in the field, it's just not gonna translate. Just like homeboy, the electrician, he just does tool reviews. So that's easy to not really have to be field related. That's the only thing. I feel like if I don't know where we would go if I mean definitely go part time. That would like because
Well,
running the business, you can pick the calls you want. You're like, all right, I'll run this one. There's my video for the week, and I'll get my sponsor in that video. And
dude, I'm gonna say it like this. I would at this point in my life, I would not do what he's doing because I still love my job.
That's how I feel. Yeah.
that's
So
cool.
like
Yeah.
I we've talked about it. Like I know you, Kurt, you do want to maybe not take all
Oh
those
yeah, you
calls,
did.
right?
Yeah.
But you still want to do the calls. And the same thing for me. Like I was just talking with my dad about it yesterday. I think like we have the new guy that came in, but he's been running around because like he's been needed, as a helper to this tech, like helping everybody out. He's running his own calls now on the hot side and he's doing
Hell
maintenance
yeah.
now, right? And then my brother's out there running calls. I try not to give him like the difficult ones. Like I took on the difficult ones today and it busted my ass, but
He's like,
you know, my,
damn it.
my brother's out there running like, condenser fan motors, capacitors, that kind of stuff. And then we're gonna get actually one of my cousin's sons this summer because he's very adamant that he wants to work here, and he's gonna go to HVAC school. So I was like, okay, cool. If you want to do that, come part time, learn whatever. Like we'll do that. So like I'm gonna end up being like a trainer supervisor maybe next year, and I'm probably gonna take a little bit off of my plate and let them do, let them flourish and take the calls. Because like right now I'm
Mhm.
hogging all the difficult ones.
For
But
sure.
I gotta train
Like
them because there's no other way.
I would do it, but I get one call a day, and then that's the call that's getting
Yeah.
backlogged, and you know what I'm saying. Like when you're in that role now, like because in order to do the content and make the compensation, you got to have the shit to go with it. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying. And then
Well, some people
well,
get
I'm gonna
away with
tell
it.
you, like for me, today I did 4 calls, and normally I would do 6, maybe 7, 8.
Yeah. You're
I'm cutting back on how much I'm doing so I have time to focus on some of the YouTube stuff.
hell yeah, no, that's what it's about, guys. Yeah, I mean, I don't have the luxury. I mean, we ain't as busy as y'all.
Well,
well,
dude,
Uh,
I'm gonna tell
it's
you,
coming.
up until today, like I said, I had like 4 days where I'm just doing short videos because I didn't have anything.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's coming. You're gonna get capacitors,
Oh, for
fan
sure.
motors, all that.
Yeah,
That's
all
all
the
that.
same.
The
Yeah.
other day, I've been doing maintenance, and I've been getting upset because everyone I go to, there's a bad motor or a bad cap, and then I'm
You're
in a
just like, I
rush.
don't want to do it.
Well,
Yeah.
because I'm in a rush to get to the next one. I have a deadline, and I was so busy last month that I pushed everything to this month. And then when I go this
Mm.
month, I had more calls because they don't know, that the motors are out or whatever it is. I had a compressor that came unplugged. The terminals are all messed up. So we got to replace that.
Mm.
I think on Monday. We just picked it up today.
Damn.
Trying to, schedule everything. It's crazy.
No doubt.
But yeah, like I
I'm,
complain, but I don't want it to stop. Like that would suck.
dude, I remember one time a long time ago, I go up on a job and the compressor's not running, and I pull the panel off so I can see the side of the compressor, and that little plastic cover that goes over the lugs is off, and on the lugs, I see 3 wire nuts
No.
twisted onto the lugs holding the wires on this compressor.
What?
No.
Yep. They
Gosh.
put it together with wire nuts.
Dang.
Yo.
And it worked?
That's wild.
It
It was
apparently
working.
worked for a little
Hey,
while.
that's a new tech tip. Hack for the day.
Yeah. Yeah. Tech Tip Tuesday.
In fact, I was
Dang.
so stunned by it, I didn't know what I was looking at. It was kind of dark, and I'm like, 3 little orange dots. I'm like, what? No.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
We usually get like the repair kit to do those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I've
When you
never
yeah.
seen
tighten
wire
them
nuts on
down.
there. Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Man.
we have
Solid.
the one I'm changing out, the terminals are rusted really bad, and the plug just fell off. Like I got there and the unit wasn't running.
Mm.
And I tried to put it back on. I even tried a new plug. I had one on the van. I have a spare. And I tried to sand them down a little bit, but like I was like they're rusted out really bad. They look a little, I don't know. They don't look,
Sus.
yeah. Like if I do it too much, mess with it too much, I feel like they're just gonna pop, and I don't want to have that
Yeah,
Um,
no, not at all.
because
you
I've
know what
had a
those
bunch of compressors that are
you know,
blown out like that.
you know what those term locks are good for other than compressors?
What?
Connecting to that rusted burnt heat strip where the wire burn up and it messed
Mm.
up the lug. You could put a term lock on that and connect to it instead of having to redo the heat strip.
That's nice. You're gonna have to do a video on that.
Well, now we have a real tech tip.
Yeah, right.
There you go.
Yeah, we're gonna need to see visual proof of that. I'm a, I'm a bit stupid to understand.
Oh, did you catch Gil's show?
When?
Nah,
He
yesterday.
for anybody, because people were asking in the chat. For anybody that didn't know, yesterday Gil had
Yeah, I know.
a no. Gil had a show scheduled, and everybody was in the chat for like a half hour that I looked, and he never
Came
got
on.
on. And then I was on Instagram, and the girl that he had on was like, "Yeah, we had a great conversation," because she posted like a screenshot.
Oh,
We had a great conversation, but Gil forgot to hit record.
yo.
So
Okay, damn. I was about to
for
be like,
anybody, yeah, anybody wondering, they had the podcast, it just wasn't on air.
I think I'm supposed to show up on the 9th to talk to him.
let's go, bro. That'll
That's
be a
next
good one.
week.
We'll
So
tune
there you go.
in.
Yeah. So what I saw was that they're gonna redo it on Friday. So
Oh, okay.
Gil's HVAC Uncensored, go check it out on Friday.
Friday,
And then-
Friday.
And then the 9th for Kurt.
Yeah, is it a video podcast or is it just
Well, it's a legit pod. It's a real podcast, Kurt.
You don't watch the number
We-
one HVAC podcast?
Dude, I don't watch
We are
the
just
pod-
yeah, because it's a podcast.
I don't watch any podcast. I don't watch any of like the people who do what we do.
Except
I don't
ours.
watch any of. I don't watch
Everybody,
any.
should,
Yeah.
everybody should watch ours.
Yeah, right, Kurt. Damn, freaking butt.
Because like you said something the other day, like yeah, he mentioned that in my podcast, and I realized I hadn't watched your podcast.
Go watch it.
Go check it out. Help the downloads.
Yeah. Well, it's been hectic, but it's been fun being here.
Uh-huh.
Anything else, guys?
No, appreciate
hey,
y'all.
Did you hear that
Oh.
we have a cylinder shortage? I forgot about that.
A cylinder shortage.
So like, I don't know if you guys are using 454. I think that's the one.
Jesus
Um,
Christ.
They're not
Savior.
short on
Sorry.
refrigerant. It's the cylinders they can't get. So there's gonna
We were
be
supposed to start going to reusable cylinders.
well, we're not.
Well, I got a full tank now. I got some.
I don't know. I've heard it
Expensive.
multiple times already.
Okay. Well, this is such a shit show.
Every
There you
time.
go,
Every
Mike.
time we change, should have just stayed with R22.
Dude, it's so stupid. Anyways.
The one that I had today, I'm gonna go back in the morning. I'm not gonna record it though, because I'm gonna have to rig up some stuff. But it's an R22 freezer, I believe, because that's what it was
Sweet.
labeled as, unless it was 502. But that's how old this system is, and I'm gonna have to rip it out.
R20 freezer. That's kind of odd.
That's what it was labeled with but it, like I said, it could have been 502 or something. Like, I'm gonna have to go in tomorrow and recover everything and then dump in a replacement to get it going, because the pressures were real weird.
What are you
on
going to
it.
use as a replacement?
Probably gonna try something. We'll see.
All right. Record it.
I don't think 407C will cut it. I'm gonna have to probably use something else.
With
Cool.
yeah, you're supposed to change the oil when you use 407, but
Somebody
a lot of people
replaced the condenser on it already, so it has a new condenser. I had to change the compressor on it though, because the liquid injector had failed. I think compressor had to get changed out. The compressor again sounds like rocks now, so I'm just like,
Gosh.
like it was another company. That's a problem that I have, is like the ones that I worked on today have been worked on by other companies, so then it's like back and forth who did what. So like on this one, considering how old it is, and I don't know what refrigerant it was, Um, I was like, if you get a whole new system, you'll be good to go, right? It's about time you upgrade. It's an old ass. I need to see if I can see what year it was, but this thing is 30, 40 years old at least.
Crazy.
So we'll see. HVAC Knights, #1 podcast. You got that right.
Shout out.
Dude,
Anything
I know
else?
where there's a 1971 Ring positive pressure air handler running right now.
Hey, they don't make them like they used to.
Where is
even
It's here. I actually gave a quote to replace it, and they
mm,
decided to just keep pumping it full of Freon and letting it run.
Hell
I was gonna
yeah.
say the one that I'm changing out,
America.
the one that I'm changing out or going to, the coil inside is original. It doesn't look half bad, like compared to what I normally see when we have to change them out. It's just we need to do an update to it because the condenser needs to go. And the condenser
Straight up, dog.
micro channel. Pain in the ass.
Ooh. Yikes.
I washed it out completely filled with gunk. Anything else before we sign out?
Nah.
No? Good?
Appreciate y'all
So-
stopping in.
Appreciate everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week. I'll hit the outro.
Does this do anything? No, nothing. Whatever.
No.